皆さんおはにやまけいです。ゲーム実況 NBA2K19 マイキャリア試合をやっていきましょう。
But yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the man.
いやーまだまだだね。
Push the panic button and making some big moves.
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button.
And the more he has like this, the deeper that connection gets. So the Nuggets win it.
Yo, have y'all gotten any word
2
about
ポイン
the
ト
MJ golf
2
tournament?
リバウンド。
You'll see the New Orleans Pelicans facing the NBA champion. So it's the Pelicans now. Mirotic, the pass to Ewing, kicks to Moore, three-pointer.
OK!
A tremendous three to tie it up.
マジか。
Timeout called by Golden State.
入れたね。ナイス。よく入れたよ。
Outside Durant. Over Mirotic. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And neck-to-neck basketball action. This one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Tip-off goes to New Orleans.
出れるかな1.2 秒って。しかも2回目のオーバータイムか。スクリーンして終わりやないか。
I mean, for Draymond, defense is still his calling card. The versatility to switch 1 through 5, contain, get back, communicate, be in a position to help. He does it all.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 7. 1 second left in the second overtime. What a game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus, dial in on each moment, do your best.
アシスト3ってすごいな。
On 2K Sports, this is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Reese Harkless comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Turner. And it's Seth Curry in for C.J. McCollum. New Orleans also making some changes. Ewing comes in for Julius Randle. And Miller's subbed in for Mirotic. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Miller. Peyton is out there with Etuan Moore. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Ewing in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact that how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven. Even though they're playing well, we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
さあ、不安の残るフリースローだけど。
And it's tied up with that one. Last season, Brent, the Pelicans took such a step forward as their role players really stepped up.
Well, how huge was AD and all the things he's capable of doing? Just a once in a generation. Those guys played so great down the stretch when they got some more freedom after the Cousins injury. The Pelicans have had some issues with depth in the past, but seem to have put that behind them last year.
And Moore kicks to Payton. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Ewing. Inside, here's Payton. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got his first bucket in this one.
Saw the opportunity, did Elfrid Payton, and inside capitalized.
Lillard is Stauskas, the pass to Lillard. Harkless with it. He's against Okafor. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Ewing. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets in Houston.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really, the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you try to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away free points from the free throw line.
Here's Lillard. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 2. From Portland, we're back in.
今回序盤から調子いいんじゃないか。
Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in
もうこの段階で B マイヤーだもんね。
that's when teams play their best ball.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I'm a huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Harkless is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Leonard in at the 5, down low.
Alvin Gentry, one of the best offensive minds and coaches in this league. Remember just in the recent past about his time in Phoenix and then in Golden State. Now as the head coach of the Pelicans, and he's done a great job just speeding up this team, pushing the ball, and trying to find ways to put up points.
Okafor sets the pick for Payton. Pick by Okafor. Miller inside, defended by Harkless. They get it back. Moore. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Moore's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them.
ちょっと高すぎるか。
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And for the Pelicans, it took some time before they could implement Gentry's vision.
Well, now it's in place. It felt like a long time to get there, and they ended up making the playoffs and pushing it to the second round. And Alvin Gentry's a big reason why the...
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Trailblazers.
Kevin,
thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
ポストから点数欲しいな。
Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Stauskas subbed in for Turner. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ewing's checked in. So for New Orleans right now, Mirotic is out there with Davis. Then it's Ewing. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Here's Ewing. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. To the paint. Here's Harkless. And Harkless slams it in.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers and part of the NBA since 1970, and the phrase "Rip City," which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
McCollum kicks to Harkless. McCollum against Moore. Leonard sets a screen for McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Portland no good that time either. The Pelicans trail. Moore outside. The screen from Ewing. Ewing, a screen on Lillard. Here's Mirotic. Here's Davis. Can't tie it up because that one's no good.
Those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. Nice spin off the left rim and in. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mirotic passes to Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Well, good positioning down low. That helps make the shot attempt a little bit easier for AD.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. A second chance effort, and Davis sends it back. Moore passes to Miller. Moore with it. Lillard picks him up. For the tie, it's rebounded by Leonard. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And stolen by Miller. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Over to the wing. Here's Mirotic. And again, no good by New Orleans. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. Kept alive. Leonard, no luck. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ewing. And it's all even up. Ewing's got his second buckets.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum kicks to Harkless. Down low, here's Lillard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lillard against Moore. On the wing, Miller. Back to Moore. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Moore's got 4 points now in the quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off on that one. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. New Orleans on top.
よし。リードして最終クォーター
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can go out and assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing.
A different look now for Portland.
5点差。
Leonard is checked in for Aminu. Harkless comes in for Turner. And McCollum subbed in for Curry. And then for New Orleans, Ewing's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anthony Davis comes in for Okafor. And Mirotic subbed in for Randall. Outside Mirotic. Here's Ewing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
Lillard the one with McCollum at the 2. Myers Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Harkless.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Ewing the pass to Moore. Davis dishes to Ewing. It
オッケ
And with time becoming a factor, that made
ー。まぐれタイミングが出たぞ。
Well, leads are not given; they are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Lillard from outside connects, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, shocking there.
うわー、ファールゲームやな。
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
1本入れよう。
Good on the
Okay.
first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
もう1本もう1本。
Effective ways that Etuan Moore can score. He's had some
もう1本入れよ
very
う。
good shooting years, and he's going to find his way to the free throw line here.
And so
OK
he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those 2 away.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Off target with his 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
まあそうなるよ
Yeah, you know
ね。
what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
はい、1本入れようね。
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton
Now,
and his
wait, wait,
all-around
wait.
game, but
Okay.
we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Off on that one. So New Orleans wins it.
最後ボックスアウト。
Truly gutsy performance
まあい
away
いや。
from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging
今回
in
一
the
番
balance late, they showed
出来のいい
just
試合
what
だ
a
ったんじゃないか。
tough-minded group they can be.
I think Clay got a faster release though.
Oh, is that?
B プラスか。もうちょっとでええやな。
Debatable.
OK。ここ最近ではなかなかいい結果だったじゃないでしょうか。はい。ポートランド戦はこれで終わりたいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。